Share it to all the groups. You do that. I'm checking sound. Did you turn the sound off? Or?
Sound is on.
Okay.
But it goes off when I go in.
So obviously, guys, you already know we're sharing to the groups. We've been doing this for a while now, so I ain't gotta tell. Yeah. I'm in Cole's place. Why is he doing it over here? Yeah, it sounds perfect. Does it? Yeah, it's perfect. I just put in the Louisville singles group. I'm gonna get kicked out of that mode. That's gonna happen. I always like throwing in Pokemon Go every now and then. I'm gonna put in the Isaiah PC's repair group. That's always a fun group. Oh man, it's packed. Wow, I just put in the Louisville wedding group. All the good people in the world know about it now. All the saints.
All the bad people are still running around.
No, we gotta get
Good
y'all
to go.
going on Twitter, man. Something.
You say you trying to go to Twitter?
We gotta get y'all going on Twitter or something. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's going on, folks? Sorry for the delay. Larry, what's going on, brother? He tuned in from the beginning. Yeah, we finally got it going, man. Here we got live from the Tavern on 4th. The area that we are in, it's giving us some difficulties as far as the Wi-Fi is concerned. So that's what
shirt's too blue.
Is it? My shirt's too blue. Is that what it is?
It's way too blue for me.
That's cool because we got the Louisville game on in the background.
Praise God.
Which means you guys gonna be a little blue after this game ends. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be brothers in arms with the blue.
We're good.
Ain't nothing special going on right now. Over 5 minutes to play, 6 to 7. Hey, man.
Did you give him the mic, the live mic?
Yeah, he got the lav mic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might want to talk with his hands. He might want to talk with his hands, bro.
It might get emotional out
here.
Yeah. Once again, welcome to Tavern on 4, baby. This is the House of Vine. It's your homie Deacon Miles. We got Isaiah and special guests.
Yes, sir. KJ in the building. What's
KJ
going on, man?
Yeah,
What's
we
going
got
on?
KJ in here, man.
KJ, in fact, y'all already know about us. KJ, tell the people about yourself real
Man,
quick.
what's up? I came up from Bowling Green, you know what I'm saying? I-65, then drove up here today. Came here with the fellas, man, just chilling out here, having a good time, talk sports. Got some other things we're talking about, but yeah, I'm just looking to make some moves and do what it do.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, the main reason that I got KJ on here is because I got tired of just talking dog to just one Cardinal fan. You know, I need a couple of them hurt. You know what I'm saying? Since they flock together when they come at me, I want to have a flock.
Nobody comes at y'all. No one comes at you.
Are you sure, bro?
I've been seeing a lot of trash talking from UK fans.
Of course, it's been so much.
Because y'all have nothing else to do but talk about us. Us. Because at the end of the day.
So focused on
Because at the end of the day, everything begins and ends with Louisville. We are the alpha and omega of this state. And it's okay. I understand why y'all talk about us. Because everything else
I will say this.
is boring.
Louisville is the alpha. Kentucky is the omega when you go to tell someone where you're from. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
I don't even say I'm from Kentucky. I'm just from Louisville.
Oh, really? They're going to be like, where's that at?
If they don't know, they don't know.
I ain't got to say that. Yeah, right. I ain't got to say
It
that.
sounds like somebody from Memphis. They don't say from Memphis, Tennessee. They say I'm from Memphis. Like people from cities. You don't see someone say I'm from New York.
Why would we have biscuits for sale, brother? What?
What did you say?
I seen that. I thought I was seeing something. I was like, biscuits for sale.
Biscuits for sale. That is a very strange question.
What the hell does that even mean?
KFC young.
That's a Kentucky fan, baby.
No, KFC youngster.
That's very dumb boy.
That's a reach. Well, let's get into it, man. So, let's talk about recent basketball games. And I mean recent. I want to go back just one little game before the last.
Hold on. How far back are you trying to go?
Beginning of the week.
Beginning of the week?
We all play Bama.
Oh.
Yeah, let's talk about that Bama game.
At Bama. Crimson
What
Tide.
happened there?
Hey, first off, I just want to say, why do Cardinals like to live in the past so much?
Bruh, we talking about 2019.
It's
This ain't the past.
This is very
What
much
happened
2019.
to Bama? How did y'all lose to Bama? I want to hear this excuse.
How did we lose to Bama?
Make it sound good.
I can't make it sound good. We should not have lost to Bama.
That was
We should
terrible.
not have lost to those guys.
Honestly,
I was really surprised about that.
I was a little disappointed in that because I talked so much shit about it so much stuff about it last week.
We're never getting sponsors. I say it every
At least he caught himself. He caught
Yeah.
himself. He caught
I
himself.
talked so much stuff about it last week. Nah, Bama ain't about to do anything with us. You know what I'm saying? They're a decent team, but no, they can't hang with Kentucky. Then we got to playing the game, and those guys start playing like, you know, they fighting for a spot in the tournament. And I can't say anything. We responded well in the last 2 minutes, but those last 2 minutes didn't get us to win the game. We lost by 2 points. They actually had us by like 13 at one point, like 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying, left?
It's hanging tough.
So, yeah, we fought back, but we shouldn't even been in that situation.
Here's what I've been saying at the beginning of the year, and you can be a witness. I've been saying at the beginning of the year, the SEC is not your daddy's SEC. It's not your granddaddy's SEC. This is a legit conference. This is a great competition for the ACC. The Big 12 ain't nothing this year. I'm not scared
Big
of it.
12 is going non-existent. I don't know what's going on in Big 12. Big 10 is up and down a little bit.
Top
yeah, Indiana, very top heavy, much like the football conference.
Yeah.
I mean, but SEC it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, it's what I ain't gonna say it's what it's seeming like because every year we do drop these little games to teams that are not ranked that we think we should be beating, but we still drop these games and like every time it's still a shocker to me. Like Coach Cal, why are these guys not together yet? But at the same time, this is something that we deal with on a yearly basis. We drop these games about the time the tournament hits. Okay, for the most part, we're firing on all cylinders. You know what I'm saying? We make it pretty deep into the tournament, but like right now, it's like it's January. It sucks. I hate losing games to these teams that shouldn't be losing.
Right.
You know,
this early in the season, in conference play, conference play just started.
I would feel better if Rick Pitino was a coach of U of L because January is the time that Louisville will be dropping games, so I feel a lot better about Kentucky losing some games. But Rick Pitino's not there now. No. And I got a feeling that, what's this guy's name?
Chris Mack.
Chris Mack.
Turn
up, Mack.
I think he'll do a lot better in January than Pitino did.
Yeah, I mean, he already has the guys rolling. I mean, we play Miami. Now, granted, the Texas A&M and Miami, to me, they're both the same because Miami and Texas A&M are both at the bottom of their conference. Miami has an excuse to be bad. They had a lot of injuries. They're only playing 7 guys. They're only playing 7 people. So there was good and bad that I got out of the Louisville game. The good was how Louisville rallied. They were down by like 15 at one point. And they rallied to win that game by almost by 20 points. But at the end, it was really because Miami was exhausted. They're tired. They can't foul. You only got 7 guys.
Right.
3 guys foul out. Well, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's been good. Game over.
So it's like, does Louisville go deep on their bench? Like,
I mean, you got to remember, we got Ryan McMahon on the bench, one of my favorite players.
Hell yeah.
So Ryan McMahon's on the bench, and he came in.
Out from deep.
Exactly. And shout out to Ryan McMahon. Thank you for hanging out with me last Saturday, man. We had a ball. I'm going to tell you something about Ryan McMahon, too, dude. Dude is cool, but we need to have Ryan McMahon's friends here every single game. Because you saw what happened last
Get
game.
him on the show then.
Well, he's busy, man. I can't just be pulling dudes on the show because I don't want to deal with the NCAA, and y'all ain't going to Steve Barton or Katina Powell me, okay? I'm going to shoot on that right now. Let me make it very clear. That's not going to happen to me. But when Ryan McMahon's friends are here, his friends are dope. His friends are from Florida, and he even got a friend from Syracuse, New York.
That's where he's from, Florida, right?
Yeah, he's from Florida. But all his friends flew down here just to see him play.
oh, that's awesome.
And the game that they saw him play was that Miami game, and as y'all saw, he went off.
Oh.
Got around 20 points off the bench.
Off the bench.
Louisville had 5 players in double figures in that Miami game, bro. That was a really great showcase for Ryan McMahon. DJ King had a great game. I'm blaming the R. Kelly braids, no pun intended, bro. The Kelly braids is on, bro. He's on, bro. He's nice. Louisville looking good right now, bro. Louisville look really good at Miami game. The only thing that kills me is the fact Miami can't go deep. Miami doesn't have a bench.
Right.
Miami has the 5 players you see, and they're going to hit you hard. They're going to hit you fast. But that's about it, bro.
Yeah.
They're the Minutemen of the ACC. So,
I mean, like, you can only do so much when you have that many players. Like you said, you don't want nobody to foul out. And then, like, you got to go to, you know, how Alabama did last year when they was playing with, like, 4 guys, I think. And they almost won that game with Colin Sexton, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't want to put yourself in that situation where you got to, like, you know, think about worrying guys fouling and stuff like that. So I think like what you said, just got exhausted at the end. And, you know, credit to Louisville for coming back and everything. But I want to see them how they do tonight. Hopefully we pull this one out.
Look,
you know.
Speaking of the devil, just hit a big 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it a big 3 or was it just like a normal 3?
It was a big 3.
It's a big 3.
Every 3 that man does is a big 3.
Hey, what's going on, sis? Glad
He
you
does
watching.
not shoot from the 3-point line. I like. He shoots
from the NBA.
He shoots from the NBA.
He shoots from the NBA.
He wants to go to the league. Like,
And the cool thing, Ron McMahon even told me, like, Chris Mack pushes that. He pushes them, hey, shoot from the NBA line.
What I want to know was, if he's that good, why is he coming from the bench?
Because it's all about matchups, too. You also got to remember, Ron McMahon is undersized. I'm taller than Ron McMahon. And you're playing all these bigger teams and bigger, longer schools. He can't just come in like that. Unless he comes in hitting, it's always about matchup. That's what it is. It's always about matchup.
All right, I guess so. Is he a good defensive player? Like
He's a really great defensive player.
Who's starting in front of him? That's what
Cunningham.
Cunningham,
And Cunningham's a beast. But I mean, the beautiful thing about here's the thing though,
Yeah,
man.
I guess he is.
But let's be real. In basketball, everybody gets focused on the start, who's the starter.
No. See, I'm not focused on it. I'm just saying. Every Cardinal fan I talk to wants to bring up McMahon.
Yeah.
McMahon's this, McMahon.
But
Who's coming up
his
against
role's
us?
not the starting though. He does. You can still be a beast. Okay, when James Harden was playing for OKC, he was the best 6 man in the league. Look at him now, MVP. Right now, this is not the role that he needs to start. Here's the thing. Sometimes you don't need to start. I'm a Celtic fan. One of my favorite players is Marcus Smart. Guess what? He comes off the bench.
But he wasn't a first. He was a starter.
He was a starter, but his role right now is best off the bench.
Right.
Sometimes you got to play your role. And that's the thing that a lot of Kentucky fans and non-basketball watchers focus on. They focus on the stars and the starters. Y'all focus on the glitz and the glamour. I'm focused on the team cohesion. How does that team glue together? You can start Ryan McMahon, but he might not be he's not going to be the starter. He doesn't need to be the starter for the simple fact he's not going to need to go through the basket all the time. He's not going to be the one to rip and run down there. Cunningham's in there to knock you out, make you tired. And then you got a Ryan McMahon. Fuck, I'm tired as hell. Now I got to get back on D. Guard this dude from 3 who's whipping around and making you run into picks all over the place. You got to watch the entire play. You're looking at the glitz and the glamour and the splash of the starters.
Oh, no, I'm not looking at the glitz and the glamour. I'm looking at Cardinal fans. Whenever I talk to them about, you know what I'm saying, any of their players, they always want to bring up McMahon.
Because he's a beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah. Okay, if he's a beast and the guys are starting on him is so much more of a beast.
It's not that he's so much more of a beast, but that's not how the game plan's working. You got to look at the entire part. You got to look for everything. My bad, I forgot. Kentucky fans, y'all got one and done, so y'all not used to teams. Y'all are used to hype. I'm just saying, y'all are used to hype. Y'all not used to teams.
What are you talking about?
Y'all ain't been used to teams since Jody Meeks left.
You know what I'm saying? What are you saying, bro? We got 5 stars coming up.
You do. Y'all got 5 stars, but that's the thing. Y'all focus on stars. But let a star go down. What does Kentucky have? Exactly.
We
let
have
us start.
8 championships.
There we go. That's how you know they have nothing. Because what you just say about us, we're talking about the past.
Yeah, they
Oh, yes, what we had.
Okay.
That's what we had, right?
No, what I'm saying is this though.
My man Alex Dean Booley wants me to read you the comment that he says.
I saw
Cards
it.
are red.
It's cute.
Cats are blue. We have 8. They have 2.
He must be
Cats,
talking about
cats,
teeth,
cats.
right? So anyway, I'm just saying, baby. Hey,
I'm just saying. Even
I
in that
feel you.
scenario,
I'm just
we
saying.
have more teeth.
No.
We have 8 teeth. You guys have 2.
I'm just saying, play. Let's be real, bro.
Do we want to bring up these championships, like all of the championships? You know, we want to talk about like the eras that they were won in.
They don't want to talk about that.
Do we want to talk about that right now?
They don't want to
Do we
talk
wanna
about
go
the
there?
eras or anything
'Cause I
like
love talking with Kentucky fans about this aspect.
I mean, we could talk about eras because in any era you guys want to bring up, Kentucky is still dominant, more dominant than Louisville. What era do you guys want to talk about in particular?
Gosh. Here's my point. with
Please
those
tell
eras.
me
No,
what era
let's
do you guys want to talk about?
Let's do this. Here's my thing with Kentucky fans. Because you got to know your history. And most of Kentucky fans, y'all don't know your history.
We don't know our history?
No. Okay,
They
watch
don't.
this. You ready?
They don't.
You ready? Watch this. I'm about to mess them up.
They don't.
Why are the Kentucky colors blue? Do you even know why?
Who the fuck cares?
Exactly. I know more history about y'all, but I'll say that for another day.
No, I'm sorry. We talking about championships. You want to ask me why Kentucky's color is blue?
No, you said.
Why don't you also ask me why is our mascot is a Wildcat?
We're not even going to
Who was the first dean at the University of
Oh my
Kentucky?
gosh.
You want to get into some obscure stuff. I'm talking basketball, cuz.
We can do basketball too, but
We
my
can
thing is
talk
this: I said
basketball.
y'all don't know your history, and even with the Kentucky history, the thing with Kentucky was this: y'all have always been born the SEC. The beautiful thing about the SEC joined the cartel that is the NCAA. Yes, you guys have those championships. We do understand. But back in those days, the NCAA was up and starting. The real championship was the NIT that was held in New York.
Yeah.
The
We got those
reason
too.
why,
We
let me
got those
finish.
too.
You told me you want me to do it. Let me finish.
I'm
The
just saying we
reason-
got those too. I'm
You
just
still
throwing it out
talking.
there.
You see, that's how you know they don't got shit.
No, no. I'm just
I'ma
throwing it
keep
out
going.
there that we
Keep
got
going.
NIT
I'm gonna let you finish.
championships.
You
I mean,
done?
I
Look
mean,
at
that's
you.
what you got.
You done?
Come on.
Now that you're done, the reason why the NCAA was established was because you had schools such as Harvard, Yale, and all these other institutions that were making their own championships because they had the money to do it. The NCAA developed these conferences like the SEC, the ACC, and other conferences to give schools, the state schools like UK, a chance to win these things. Louisville, at the other hand, before it was getting government funding, was in part of the NIT because that was the biggest championship at the time. But you gotta remember, Louisville came from a YMCA league. The Louisville Cardinals went from a club school and then started actually playing schools like your Memphises, your Memphis States, and things like that. That happened later on. You guys got in on the NCAA early. No one's discrediting your championships. But what I will tell you is this: the bulk of y'all championships were when they were the great value of the of the basketball world. It was not the NIT. And yes, we do understand y'all got NITs. I'm not discrediting anything that UK has done. I'm not saying y'all don't have more championships than us. But I do want to say is this: put it in perspective. At one point, it was a fool to go to the NCAA tournament. There wasn't no money in that.
Right.
That's one reason why Bear Bryant left too, because you see, Josh Dean was smart. The president of UK was intelligent. He knew if I stay with the NCAA, it's going to grow. Let me put more money in the IS. He had a choice to make. Do I treat Rupp Arena more better, or do I treat Bear Bryant better? At the end of the day, he chose Rupp Arena. He chose Rupp. And that's why y'all lost Bear Bryant in football, and that's why the football program collapsed. That's why y'all just now win a Citrus Bowl after 50 years.
Hey, first off, don't be bringing up Bear Bryant and what happened.
I'm just saying, y'all made a choice.
Is that a tough spot? That's
Y'all
a tough spot
no.
for you.
Kentucky had a
That's a tough spot,
chance to
that's
beat
a tough spot
Alabama.
for him, man.
Kentucky had a chance to beat Alabama, and they chose basketball. Good choice to be dominant in a basketball field, even though it's at a football conference. It was a smart move. I'm not saying I wouldn't have did the same thing.
It is a basketball state, though.
It is.
It is a basketball
It
state.
is. But like I said, I'm not discrediting anything that UK has done. But please put it in perspective.
Thank you.
If you're gonna come with me, you better come with receipts.
Perspective.
If you gonna come to me, you better come with receipts.
That's what's up, bro. I feel you. But at the end of the day, we have 8.
Y'all do.
Y'all have 2.
No, bro, we got 3. And y'all can, here's my thing. We can have this debate all day, the whole.
We won that.
But here's my thing.
We
You
won
ready?
that
Watch this. I will hit you. Watch this. I got a lot of conservatives on here.
Let's say it came from a club school to a strip club school.
I mean, we got jokes. I got more teeth than you and your mama. But I'm just being. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna say. But you see, what were we talking about? Alabama, Kentucky lost. What did we do? Let's bring up championships.
No. We didn't bring up championships. He asked what we
No,
got.
he brought up champions.
Oh, okay.
He brought up, and you ready?
Not bad.
So yes, y'all brought up champions.
All right.
And that's my issue with Kentucky fans. Anytime y'all lose a game, we got 8.
Well, no,
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It is.
We got 8.
I hear it all the time.
We got
I
8.
hear it all the time.
Bro, y'all
The,
got
fir-
that
the, the first thing, the first comeback, we got 8.
We
Like,
got 8.
Yeah, we want you to put on
what are you
perspective.
talking about
It's
that?
not
guys can
perspective,
talk-
bro.
you guys can talk to
Here's
us
the
all
thing.
the time
Here's the
about-
thing. Kentucky fans have the nerve and the gall to be like, Louisville's always looking to pass. But at the end of the day, that's y'all go-to. That's all you got.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got nothing now.
What do you mean we ain't got no? We still have 8 now.
Y'all got a loss to Alabama.
We have a loss to
All
Alabama.
right then.
We have a loss
Let's
to
focus
Alabama.
on what's going on right now.
We took our third loss
here's my thing.
on Saturday.
Here's my thing. If
We
I could
took
be
our
man,
third loss
if
on
I could be
Saturday.
man enough to
How
say
many
that we
losses
lost to
does Louisville
Kentucky,
have?
y'all need to talk about this
How many
Bama loss
losses does
too.
Louisville have right now?
Huh?
How many L's does Louisville have right
You're
now?
right. We got 4.
So we took our third loss to
Yes.
Alabama this past Saturday.
Yes. Yes. What's your point?
I mean, I'm saying, I admit it, we took a loss, our third one. Louisville has a
We got a-
probably a 5th one happening right now.
Nah, we're going to win this one too.
Nah, I don't think so.
Bro,
You gotta say, where's this at? Where's this at?
it's at Pittsburgh. It's at the Oakland Zoo
Okay.
where we own
Well, we
Pittsburgh.
won before.
Is Pitt a good school this season?
Yeah. It's an ACC team, so yeah.
10-4. 10-4
This
record.
is ACC team that they will play you guys hard. But as far as the school being like overall good, I won't. I can't give them that because.
Oh, let me read the most ignorant post I've seen all day. Louisville has a cakewalk season every year. Now, look, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't know about cakewalks.
You need to correct your fan base because you better get it before I do. I'm gonna take. Look.
I don't know
I'm telling
about
you what my mama told
cakewalk.
me. I'm gonna let you have your fit before I have mine.
I mean, ACC. I won't call ACC cakewalk and.
Anyway,
Calling
Yeah.
Duke and
that's
Carolina
not even a crip, bro.
cakewalk?
That's not a crip or a blood walk. They ain't kind of any kind of walk. If you calling, no, let's get into it.
I'm sorry, KJ. What do you feel about that statement that was made by my UK brethren? Do you feel that Louisville has a cakewalk through the
I
ACC
just said
season?
Duke and North Carolina. That's all I gotta say. I mean,
We can start there.
I'm just saying, you can't, a couple teams, okay, that's cool.
And
but,
Virginia.
You know what I'm saying?
North Carolina State. We can keep going.
Best
we
team
can
in the ACC right now is Virginia, correct? Or Duke.
It's Duke.
Duke.
Right now, Duke is number 3 as far as 3
I don't
or
care
4.
about what. the
I'm
standings
looking
teams.
forward to seeing them play. But I believe it is Duke right now, just because nobody can match the talent they put on the floor right.
But if we
in
really
terms of
Talent-wise,
starting five.
Duke does have the most talent, and they do have the.
Y'all saving his life right now. You know that, right?
I don't want to. I hate saying this.
Y'all saving this man, this Alex Dean's life. I'm still gonna get into his ass. Cause you know where I'm going with this. You want to say Louisville has a cakewalk schedule. Let me break it down to you like a fraction, my G. In the SEC,
That's facts, Anthony.
I want you to name all the teams that have at least one championship. Kentucky and who else? No, for real, Kentucky and who else?
We gotta go through
You know, because he wants to say, and the young philosopher, Little John and his East Side boys used to say, if you don't give a damn, I don't give a, I want sponsors, so I'm going to hold that point. But
Hey, it's been a while, but y'all got some
they have
teams.
Florida, they have Arkansas, and Kentucky, the only 3 teams in the SEC. In the ACC, not even going to count Louisville, Syracuse, North Carolina State. Bro, Duke. That's 4, not even counting Louisville. Before you call Louisville cakewalk, you better look at the entire history of your pathetic conference that has finally stepped up.
Whoa, why you gotta be pathetic, cuz?
Because they ain't done a damn thing
Hold on, in what?
in basketball.
Okay, first off, the anchor of basketball in the SEC
It's Kentucky.
Is Kentucky.
And after
so
that,
you gonna
no,
respect,
bro,
you gonna
here's the
respect
problem.
that fact,
You're right. You're right. Watch this. The anchor is Kentucky, but the SEC is a tugboat.
Whatever you want to call it, the rest of the SEC in basketball, respect the fact
All
that
I'm
Kentucky
saying is
there.
this, bro. WKU has more acclaim and has done more than 80% of the SEC in basketball. Western Kentucky University has accomplished
Bro, you about to get
more
some hate
than
mail,
the
boy.
SEC in basketball.
You about to get some
Murray
hate mail.
State has done more. Look it up. Hey, Google is free, baby. Murray State has done more than 50%.
You got copyright that. Google is free.
50%.
All right, so
Shoot.
Hey, shout out to Isaiah Cannon though from Murray State, man.
Yeah,
hey,
Isaiah Cannon. Shout out to him.
Isaiah Cannon.
Shout out to that one-star player from Georgia in basketball.
Isaiah Cannon. What team? I don't even know what team.
He was with
Isaiah's
the Rockets
on
for a
right
Yeah,
now.
he was with the Rockets. I don't know where he's at now.
He's
But
still in the league.
that's one of my
somewhere.
favorite players growing up. Real talk.
Once again, we're at Tavern on 4th. We're having a great time. Let you know, I got some big things. In fact, let me break it down to you right now, yo. Hey, Isaiah. So, in fact, KJ knew me from WKU. He knew me when I used to be ratchet. I'd be in the pavilion.
You
with
still
no
on?
shirt.
What's
Yeah,
changed?
I had a shirt on.
What the hell?
I got a
When he
shirt
used to
on,
be.
bro.
Used to be. Hold on.
But KJ knew me back when I used to throw parties and all that crazy ish. Hey, KJ, I'm going to let you know something. You remember that same energy I had at WKU?
Uh-huh.
I'm bringing it to the city, bro.
Are you?
March the 2nd. I'm not going to tell you what's going down. Just know. I'm bringing something special to the city. House of Body, y'all the first to know about it. I'm doing my
March
very
2nd.
first party down here. I'm not going to give a location yet. All I know is this. I had this crazy idea called the Twerk Olympics.
Twerk Olympics.
Bowling.
Now you just got my attention.
I had
I know,
a crazy
right?
idea called the Twerk Olympics.
Twerk Olympics, huh?
Now, are you giving out medals in this?
I can't tell you what I'm
I
giving
mean,
out.
I need this to be
I will
like
tell you this.
laid out for
I'll tell you
me.
this,
Like,
though.
I need.
I just
Yeah.
got the okay that I will be giving out cash. There will be a $200 cash prize.
Okay.
There will be a Twerk Olympics, but I'll tell you more about it. Just marinate like that.
My birthday is February 19th. I'm just gonna put that
See,
out
my
there.
birthday, it's my birthday party. February 27th is mine.
Okay, cool.
So you already know KJ.
Cool.
in it.
We in there. We in there. That's
what's
all
up,
I
what's
needed
up.
to know.
And I will say this because they
That's all I
are
needed to know.
Louisville fans. They do have access to strippers to be twerking. I'm just saying, bro. You made that one too easy.
Oh my gosh.
That's what's up.
But
What's up?
so let's talk about the future of the programs right now. In fact, let's talk about women's basketball for a second. Because there's also another game going on right now. Louisville is playing number 1 Notre Dame. Undefeated Louisville girls are playing number 1 Notre Dame.
Women's basketball is going in right now,
Yeah.
bro. I can't hate on that.
And honestly, with UConn losing, I'm gonna say it again, like I said at the beginning of the year. I got Louisville. This is their best chance to win the national championship in women's basketball.
Hey man, Jeff Walsh has been doing his thing for some
Doing his
years,
thing.
man. It's due. He's due for one, man. He's due for one.
I
Do for
would
one.
say Kentucky took a second loss here. When did they play?
I mean, it's Kentucky women's. We know.
So what does that even mean, bro?
It means y'all don't do shit.
What?
Y'all don't.
Okay.
When was the last time the Kentucky girls was in the Final Four?
Like 4 years ago.
Really? It
Maybe.
wasn't.
Nah,
It
Elite
wasn't.
Eight.
Whatever
You have
year,
never
whatever
seen
year
the
Louisville has
Kentucky-
made it.
You have
So,
never
yeah.
seen Kentucky in the Final Four
It was
women's.
the-
Well,
Elite
whenever
Eight.
Louisville women's made it to the Final Four,
Y'all
Kentucky's
haven't.
women beat them.
They probably did, but y'all haven't been to a Final Four since Jesus was a Boy Scout.
Yeah. So Sunday we lost to Mississippi State.
Yeah. We don't know what losing's like in the women's side right now.
Oh, right now, okay. Like I said, Louisville women's is doing good.
15-0. Not just good, undefeated. Unblemished.
Yeah, they are.
Unchallenged.
They all right.
Unmatched.
Yeah. But we will see y'all again, hopefully.
We'll see. So someone just said Kentucky can make the Final Four. Isaiah, do you believe
In
that your
what?
Kentucky Wildcats in men's
In
basketball,
men's basketball?
can make the Final Four?
I believe we can win a national championship.
How?
This year.
Yeah.
How?
What do you mean, how? Okay, first off, like I said, we got plenty of talent to do
I
it.
don't see
It's just
that.
about the team cohesion. You know what I'm saying, as you like to say. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, these guys fitting well together. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's, you know what I'm saying, one guy goes off, another guy who's normally a stable player, he doesn't do too well. You know, if those guys play together like they normally, I ain't gonna say normally, like we know they can, like we seen what happened during the Louisville game. You know what I'm saying?
That was the best game y'all played all season.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
That was the best game y'all
Like
played all
before
season.
the game, I
You gonna
told
say
you.
the North
I
Carolina
can't shoot for
game?
shit,
Right?
but-
You gonna go with the Carolina game? Yeah, best.
Yeah, that was the best
I'll give you
game
that
to
one because
play.
y'all had a better shooting percentage now.
Yeah.
I think the Carolina game
Like I
was
said,
the best.
we got guys like Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, he stepped up 3 games this season. 3 games this season. This dude is supposed to be like our top player, but he stepped up on 3 games this season. So it's like, okay, we got a guy that can go for like 25 to 30 points a game, but he averages 11 points a game. You know what I'm saying? It's very disappointing to me. PJ Washington, he's somebody who he can go for 25, 30 a game. Averages 12 points.
It depends who y'all play. The problem is with PJ Washington. Here's the problem with PJ Washington. He can't dribble to his left. PJ Washington cannot dribble to his left. Everybody has figured that out. That's one reason why I dropped that Bama game. He's an easy defense. It's easy to defend PJ Washington.
Well, that's the whole thing, bro. We're not giving him the ball at the perimeter and having him drive. You know what I'm saying? We're running plays for him to, you know what I'm saying, come down into the post, you know what I'm saying, for a layup or something. And he's missing like easy crips, man. So it's getting frustrating to see somebody so talented missing these easy buckets. You know what I'm saying? Reed Travis, he's one of our more consistent players. You know what I'm saying? Graduate transfer. But at the same time, like if you only got one or two guys on your team that are consistent, and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, they're fluctuating as far as, you know what I'm saying, hitting shots and doing well. Like, it puts us in a situation where we are dropping these games to Alabama.
I'll tell you right now.
When they're playing all together, when everybody's hitting on all cylinders.
The thing that's killing y'all the most, y'all don't have any shooters except for Hero. Hero can shoot threes.
That's the whole thing. We got
the rest of the team.
Hero, Keldon Johnson can shoot threes.
But he misses.
Jamel Baker, you know what I'm saying?
But he don't
get a chance to get off the bench.
Bro, you talking about dudes that don't hit though. You talking about dudes that might flirt with it. They tease it a bit, but they don't hit. They get
That's what I'm saying.
I want to make fun of look.
It's the inconsistency.
I can make the strip club joke. Y'all got strip club shooters. Y'all tease it, but y'all ain't hitting at the end of the night.
Strip club shooters.
Y'all tease it, but y'all ain't hitting. And I'll be real. That's how Bama beat you. And I'll tell you right now, the teams that if I'm a Kentucky fan, I'll be afraid of. Tennessee, my favorite team in the SEC right now,
Tennessee.
LSU. LSU has a center named Reed. That is one of the baddest centers in the whole SEC.
Man.
See, that's the whole thing, bro.
Lottery pick.
As far as post play, we're good post play, bro.
Man, I don't know if I can stop this man. Bro, he ripped apart Bama last night.
Yeah,
ripped him to shreds.
Yeah, he can do all that to Bama, but we're not Bama.
Yeah, y'all got beat by Bama.
Okay, that's cool. Y'all got beat by Kentucky.
You right.
So what are you saying, bro?
What I'm saying is this, bro. Y'all acting like y'all not the big dog in the SEC this year. Y'all listen.
No, we don't need to be the big dog. You asked me originally, do I think we can make it to the Final Four?
I don't see that happening.
If we got everybody playing on all cylinders, I do believe we can win a championship, bro. That's the whole thing. Right now, you're seeing inconsistency. When you see these guys play the way they're supposed to play, yeah, we are up there, one of the best teams in the nation.
Bro, y'all got too many ifs. If ifs was a fifth, we all have a championship.
But we have ifs every season. Every season we get ifs.
Y'all only been to the Final Four in how many seasons?
In how many seasons?
How many seasons y'all been to the Final Four?
We've been there plenty. What do you
How many?
In the whole time?
Yeah, since Calipari's been there. Y'all been there, what, 3? 4. Okay, y'all been there 4. And those teams, I can tell you right now, we can look, you had 3-point shooters on each of those teams. This year, y'all don't have that. Right now,
hold on, wait. I need you to
shoot.
understand this. These 3-point shooters that you want to point out, they've been inconsistent throughout those seasons that we went to the Final Four. At this point in January, it wasn't like, oh, this dude's on fire. No, bro. We've had these problems every season at this point of the season.
But
this is nothing new.
But here's the difference. The SEC has not been as strong. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all that y'all not hearing because y'all got this arrogance and this ego.
What arrogance and ego? No.
Look,
First off, we don't win the SEC championship everywhere.
Listen to me for a second. Break it down. I'm not talking about winning the SEC championship. I'm talking about even getting a decent seed. Bruh, Tennessee is good. Vandy is decent. Bama is good. LSU is good. This is not, Florida's still good. There has not been a season that y'all went to the Final Four where you can say there are 5 good SEC teams. I am letting you know right now,
okay.
Y'all might lose 10 games this season.
Okay, we've lost 10 games before, bro. We came in as an 18, made it to a championship game.
Season does not make it to the Final Four.
Brother, we came in as an 18, made it to a championship game.
A 10-loss season does not make it to the Final Four.
If we get into the tournament, we're good, brother. We're good.
So you saying y'all can get to the Final Four with 10 losses?
Yeah. I most definitely am saying that. I don't think we're going to get 10 losses this season.
Y'all going to get 10 losses this season?
No, most definitely not. If anything, Louisville will get 10 losses plus.
Louisville
will have more losses than Kentucky at the end of this.
For real, I wouldn't be shocked because here's the thing. This is not Chris Mack's team. It would make sense. What Chris Mack has done right now.
Because we're not going up against cupcake teams.
We're not. And I'm not saying any team in the SEC. There's not that many cupcakes in the SEC. But we're going against a Duke, a UNC, a North Carolina State. And I get that y'all beat North Carolina. I get it. I understand. But what I'm trying to let you know that y'all conference is now on par with the ACC. Y'all not playing these weak teams no more, and that's what y'all not feeling. Y'all think this is the regular SEC.
I'm sorry, bro. You keep talking.
It's not the regular SEC no more.
First off, the SEC is always the SEC to us, because no matter who we play in the SEC,
they always
play us.
They usually crap.
They can be as crap as they want, but when they play Kentucky, you see stars on their team.
They don't know, bro. Let's be real. Let me start with this. In fact, let's do it like this, because we both went to Western. So, being from Louisville, we wear our Louisville gear at WKU. Most of the athletes hate it, but there's nothing they can do about it. Anytime Louisville plays WKU, it's a nasty game. They play U of L as hard as possible in every sport. Baseball is always packed. It doesn't matter.
Football.
But at the end of the day, what happens? Western usually loses.
Yeah.
What we're trying to tell you is this. They might be a lesser opponent. They might come at you with the hardest. They might come at you their best. They're still a lesser opponent. They still don't have the talent to keep on par with y'all. In the ACC and the SEC this year, they now have the talent and the desire to beat y'all. That's why y'all lost to Alabama. That's why y'all will lose to LSU. That's why y'all will get swept by Tennessee. And that's why you're going to lose to Florida. You laugh, but I'm being real.
I'm laughing because you're a Cardinal fan speaking on what happens in the SEC.
Because I watch basketball. I can talk about the
fan.
Pac-12 and any conference.
I can tell you in the SEC, these teams that you say weren't on par, but in the past have beaten us in the past when everybody thought they sucked and we were like a number one team.
That's because UK is notorious for playing to their competition. Y'all do that.
Okay. And with that said, us playing to our competition outside of that Duke game, any other team, yes, we will beat them, bro. North Carolina, oh yeah, they are a dope team. Guess what happened? We whooped their ass. It wasn't a close game. We whooped their ass, bro. Okay, so as far as the talent any team gets, no matter how much better you think they are than last season, this is Kentucky, bro. We got equal and better talent.
No, not this year, not in the SEC. You don't. I mean, here's my thing.
First off, there's only one team in the nation that has more talent than Kentucky,
Michigan?
and that is Duke.
No, Duke and Michigan.
No, Duke.
15-0 Michigan. Undefeated Michigan.
More talent? Gonzaga has a lot of talent, too.
Not more than
Gonzaga, the team that beat Duke.
The same team that beat Duke, yeah.
Tell me, hold up. We didn't even say Auburn. The team that almost beat Duke. That lost by 5.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I don't know about,
I'll
second
take
best talent.
Bruce Pearl and Auburn.
Tennessee's not more talented than y'all this year?
No.
It's that UK arrogance. You got to let them have it.
No.
My mama used to say this all the time. Leave them alone and they'll come home wagging their tails behind them. Sometimes
Rick Barnes has them boys playing, man. And this year, Tennessee is more talented.
Has nothing to do with the talent of those guys on the floor.
I mean, man has All-Americans coming in.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about right now? I'm talking about the talent that's on the floor. You want to talk about coaching? Okay, first off, we all know I'm not a fan of Calipari's coaching style.
So you saying Rick Barnes is a better coach than John Calipari?
I will say there are better coaches in the league than Coach Cal.
In the SEC?
There are better coaches in the league than Coach Cal.
In the SEC.
Okay, but we got the talent on the floor to compete with anybody.
He got outcoached by Avery Johnson at Alabama.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. He got outcoached by Avery Johnson at Alabama. Bro, no one even showed up to that Alabama game. They was too focused on the Alabama
We
Crimson
losing
game.
these teams every season. Every season we take a couple of L's from these teams that everybody feels sucks.
You say feels, they do suck. Ain't no feel.
Yeah, how did it feel to lose to Alabama and then watch their football team get smacked by ACC team? Yeah.
Hold up, we'll get to that point.
Wait.
Once again, we're at Tavern on 4. We're at Tavern on 4.
I will let you know how I feel about that.
We're at a house divider. We're about to get into football for a second because this is something me and Isaiah want to talk about for a while. Let's talk about that Alabama-Clemson game.
We will beat
I
Duke
know
again.
this is your U of L UK thing, but the thing that gets on my nerves is this conference bias. And I know I'm biased to the ACC. Isaiah likes to pretend like he's not biased to the SEC. He likes to pretend like he never has ever said the SEC is the best football conference. He likes to pretend like he's never said that.
No.
You've never said that.
No, I have said that.
Okay.
I have said that. I've agreed with you when you've said that. What are you saying? The SEC is the best football conference. But at the same time, let's not pretend like this Alabama game that they lost isn't a game that they've lost before.
It's not lost. demolished by Clemson. That was not a loss. That was the first time since
it's Alabama and
2007
Clemson.
that Alabama has lost by 14 or more. He got destroyed by a freshman quarterback. He got destroyed
Sunshine.
by the boy
By
can't even
Sunshine.
come to Fourth. You got to be 21 years old or up to take a drink. He can't even take a drink yet. He got beat by Sunshine from Remember the
The
Titans.
only thing I'm saying is you see how this Cardinal fan is acting, hopping on the ACC nuts like that, bro.
It's not-
First off, it's
See-
freaking Clemson
see
and
how you flip
Alabama.
that?
It's Clemson
See how
and
you flip that?
Alabama.
Yeah, he did flip it.
You see how you
No,
flip it?
he's not flipping it,
see how
bro.
you flip it?
It's Clemson and Alabama. The best two teams in college for the past how long?
So it should have been a closer
Okay,
game.
so it's back and forth with these guys.
Say it again.
It should have been a closer game, though, right?
I mean, we feel it should have been a closer game, but we watched the game. It was not close. All right? Now, y'all said what? Clemson is like this every season?
Yes. Clemson is like that every
They
season.
smacked Louisville. I mean,
They smacked everybody.
It is
They
what it
smacked
is.
everybody.
Is that why they won the championship last season?
Did they win the championship last season? No.
Again, all right, you saying
Did
it's
they,
like
did they get smacked by Bama the last season though? No.
No.
They didn't get smacked by nobody. They don't get smacked. They
Oh,
don't
my
get
God.
smacked.
So again, a Cardinal fan
But what
hopping
I'm
on
trying to
ACC.
tell you is this,
Yes,
though.
Clemson beat Alabama.
What I'm
Good job,
trying to-
Clemson.
bro, what I'm trying to
Neither
tell
one
you
of
is
those
this, though.
schools has nothing to do with what we do. Okay?
But
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
Oh,
so
here we
conferences
go.
are shared. Okay. Bruh, these two schools
And
are the
the
best
ACC
schools in college.
And the ACC won
Year
more
in
bowl
and
games.
year out.
And the ACC won more bowl games.
So they
than
shouldn't have
SEC.
got beat
No,
that
they
bad.
did.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they didn't.
Tied at 6, bro.
No.
It should have been a way closer game.
6-5 versus 6-6. That's a losing record, baby.
Wait, no, it's not.
Hey, 6-5 versus 6-6.
Okay, first off, Mouse,
I'm just saying.
SEC and the ACC won the same amount of games in bowls.
And one had, bruh, 6-5 versus 6-6.
Yeah.
One
My
had
bad.
more losses.
SEC had more teams play in bowl games.
And one had more losses.
SEC had more teams play in more bowl
So
games.
you want to give him a participation trophy for playing?
I'm sorry, I guess we got to if you're bringing up
There we
conference
go.
records, bro.
That's cool.
Are you being serious?
That's cool. Let's give him a participation trophy.
Okay,
Because you can't use the participation
SEC
trophy.
had 12. Really?
Y'all
What
used to
did
be.
Louisville do?
Nothing. It was our first
Exactly.
back
So why are you
season.
hopping on the
man.
ACC
It's our-
nuts?
bro,
Why are you arguing
because
for
we in the ACC.
When you're
Because we in the ACC. Because here's the thing. For the past 20 years, I had to hear Kentucky make this excuse.
Right.
Every time they didn't make a
Whenever
bowl
we
game.
out-
Well, we're in the SEC. Well, we have to play SEC teams, and we can't beat them. And this
Well, we go to that Music City Bowl every year.
Since 2007.
Shout out to the Music City Bowl,
Yeah.
Gaylord Music City Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Our home for a few years.
Yeah. Oh, tell me, watch this. The Music City Bowl, where we beat Mike Tomlin and Texas A&M,
Yeah.
SEC team. Or we can talk about the Sugar Bowl, the Florida SEC school.
Right.
6-6 is
But
not
their
low.
excuse,
Yeah,
their excuse
he's a
for
Cardinal
Florida
fan,
was
so
that
he
they didn't
doesn't
want to be there,
understand
though. That was the
Also,
excuse for
being a
Florida.
Cardinal fan, he thinks, we went 6-5. You guys went 6-6. We're better than you. No.
I didn't say, hold it. Did I ever
First
say we
off,
were better?
first-
Did I ever say we were better?
that was your whole argument.
No, my whole
That's your
argument.
whole argument.
This is how you know Kentucky fans don't listen. My argument is this. This whole SEC bias in football needs to stop.
Why does it need to stop?
Because y'all not like that. The SEC is not like that. They're not. The SEC, no.
Because
No.
you think
I didn't say
that
because
the
Alabama
SEC
lost. Let me finish. The reason why the SEC West is the strongest division in college football. The SEC East
he wants to break down the
He
division
said
now.
fly as they ran.
No, I'm breaking down like a question.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because for the
The
longest.
SEC is the SEC.
No, it's not.
SEC East West
So
has
tell
to
me-
do with
whoa,
the
so
SEC
watch
East
this,
West.
watch this. So
You know what I'm saying? So somebody from the
so watch-
ACC who was just hyping up the ACC is now trying to break down the SEC East and West. Come on,
We
cuz.
can do that too.
Clemson beat Bama. Okay, congratulations. I don't know why you want credit for that.
I don't
You're
want
a Cardinal
credit.
fan. I don't
What
know
I'm
why
trying
you
to
want
tell you
credit
is this,
for
though.
Clemson beating
Y'all-
Alabama.
Here's the thing.
I
I'm
give a
giving y'all
fuck
the
that Bama
same
lost.
energy.
No,
The same energy
I don't
I
know about
had.
y'all. You keep talking about y'all.
Y'all,
I'm
as a
Kentucky
fan base.
I'm a Kentucky fan.
As a
I
fan
represent my
base.
fan base. I'm telling you
No.
right now. Fuck Alabama, bro.
Bro,
Kentucky
real
won
talk.
their bowl game.
Watch this. Real talk. Let's be real. For the longest, most Kentucky fans are Bama fans during football till this
Right.
year.
Right.
Since when? No.
Since, oh my God.
No. Those Kentucky fans are still Bama fans.
Oh my
Whoever
God.
they are. Whoever they are. And that's a great segue into my next point. You know what I'm saying? You over here hopping on the ACC nuts because
not- no, it's not
Clemson beat
hopping. We're in
Alabama.
the ACC.
No,
Right.
No. You're hopping on the nuts. Oh, yeah, we beat Bama. No, it's no we. Your fucking team was at
No,
home
I never
watching
said
all
we. I
the
said
bowl
Clemson.
games. Your team was at home watching all the bowl
was.
games.
This is gonna be his.
Kentucky
this is
won
gonna
a
be
bowl
his
game.
play.
Yeah, I'm
It's
happy
gonna be
about
his
that.
play.
Now what I want to bring up, the
All
segue that I brought up.
I'm glad you feel
I don't
this
like
way,
the
because
fans.
y'all gave us the same energy for the past 15 years.
Right.
Every Kentucky fan. When
When
don't
y'all
play
was
in the
at
SEC,
home.
y'all
When y'all was
playing
at
in
home
the
watching the
Big East, y'all
game.
playing
Y'all.
Conference USA.
He keeps
and
saying
now
y'all.
that y'all finally won a bowl game, y'all want to forget it.
Now
Now y'all
again,
want to act like that never happened.
I'm right here talking to somebody who keeps saying y'all, and I'm directing my comments
Because
towards
no,
this one
the
Cardinal
reason why
fan that
I
I'm
did this
talking
podcast,
to.
'cause I
My
wanna
point
talk
is,
directly to Kentucky, Big Blue Nation.
Well,
Don't
you gotta
separate
talk to
yourself
them.
now.
You gotta talk to them.
Don't separate yourself
no,
now. This
Again,
is what they
my
do.
segue that I was getting into with him jumping on the ACC nuts, I want to talk to my Kentucky fans who want to constantly talking about I got 4 or 5 different schools that I cheer for. You don't do that, cuz. No, if you're a Kentucky fan, you're a Kentucky fan.
But they're
You're
not. There are very few real
Let them be who they are.
No, it's not be who you
They
are.
are who we thought
Most
they were.
Kentucky fans
They are who we thought they were.
Most Kentucky fans have sports herpes. Most Kentucky fans have sports herpes. They're Kentucky fans in basketball, Bama fans in college football, Patriots fans when they're hot, and Lakers fans when LeBron's there. Most Kentucky fans are the biggest bandwagons in all of sports.
Who are you talking about? You're a Cardinal fan. Your fan base, you know what they tell me every time I see them? I got 2 teams.
Who?
Louisville and whoever's playing Kentucky.
Hey, tag him. Tag him.
Tag them in there.
No. Louisville
Tag
anyone
'em.
beats Kentucky? Hell yeah. Anyone beats my rival.
And he wants to talk about Kentucky fans being bandwagon
No,
fans.
there's a
You're a
difference.
bandwagon fan for
There's a
anybody that
difference.
plays Kentucky.
Yes, I
It's
want
the
y'all to
same
lose.
thing.
I
It is
want
the
y'all to
same
lose.
thing.
How's that the difference? Because I want y'all to lose.
No, I want y'all to lose. I tell you to your face, I want you to lose
So
every
you're doing the
goddamn
same
game.
thing.
No, I'm not. I am not.
So you're not rooting for the other
Between me
team.
saying,
So
I want
so-
Louisville to
so
win,
so
and me
so-
saying I'm a fan of
So
whoever the
hold on.
fuck.
So you don't want. So you're not rooting for the team.
You're not rooting for that
Louisville
other
lose.
team.
No,
So how does Louisville lose if you don't root for them? Because you just said I'd want Louisville to lose whoever they play, but I'm not rooting for the team to beat.
No, I'm not rooting for any team. I want Louisville to lose. I want Louisville to lose.
You are by consensual
By
demand.
proxy.
You are in effect not rooting for Louisville. You're rooting for the other team.
So, with that same sentiment, are you saying that he is a Clemson fan by rooting for Alabama to lose?
I want Alabama to lose because I want the SEC to win.
So does that mean, by proxy, by what you just said, he is rooting for the ACC team, so that means he's a Clemson fan?
Not necessarily, because
how do you
we're
make
rooting
that
for the
sense?
league. We're talking about the league. We're not talking about the specific team in
But
that
the
regard.
league isn't playing. It's only one team playing.
Yeah, but Clemson's in that league. In the ACC.
They're representing the
So
ACC.
again, you're saying you're not a Clemson fan.
No, I want the ACC to beat the SEC.
But you're not worried about a league,
Like,
though.
on this game, this is a game between Clemson and fucking Bama. It's not a game between ACC, SEC. It's a game between Clemson and Bama.
Let me educate him.
Which is ACC versus SEC.
Let me
At the
educate
end
you
of the day, that's
So
how they're
what's
gonna play it
At
out.
the end of the day,
No.
it's Bama.
Do you know
We
why?
don't get off.
Bama's in SEC.
Yes, you do.
I'm saying we don't get
Oh,
a
so
ring
the
for that.
SEC
We don't
West
get
is
a-
not
we don't
in
hang a banner
Hold on,
for
the
that.
SEC West is not in the SEC
No,
East?
I'm saying we
They
don't
not
get
in the
a banner
same
for that.
conference?
We don't get a ring for
Oh,
Bama
okay.
winning.
Let me educate you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna let you finish. You done? I'm gonna educate you.
They not in the same conference.
The Pac-12. Do you know what they call that conference? They call it the Conference of Champions. You know why they call it the Conference of Champions? Because the Pac-12 has the most championships in all of college athletics.
But who has most of those championships?
UCLA. But here's the fun part. The whole conference as a whole, they are called the Conference of Champions because the entire base, UCLA, Stanford, USC, they win champions. You want your conference to be strong in every aspect. You don't want to play in a weak conference like the SEC and all Kentucky fans like to boast about in football. So this is why I want the ACC to beat the SEC and the Big Ten, because I want the Cardinals to play in the best conference. I want them to play with champions. I don't want to play
your
a Vanderbilt
Cardinals
who's
are at
never won a
home.
championship in football. I don't want to play with a. I don't
Your
want to play with a
Cardinals
Ole Miss who's
are
never
at
won a championship in
home.
basketball. I want to play
But your
with champions.
Cardinals are at home.
Yes, we was
Do,
at home.
do the Cardinals hang a banner?
Once again, he's not talking about the subject at hand.
No,
He's
I'm
flipping.
talking. But you're trying to put. Do your Cardinals hang a banner for what another team does?
No, we don't. But we say this though.
So my
we say
point is
but here's the
moving right
thing.
here.
We can now say we play in the best. We can say we play in one of the best conference. We can say we play with champions. We can say we can aspire to be
And
that.
it is a proven fact that your conference does get money when that team goes to the championship.
And that money goes back to every.
It goes
school,
to every
baby.
school.
It goes to every school. It goes
And
to
when
every-
you're your team wins it, you get the more money. So
Oh my God!
Clemson
So,
got more money for
again,
the ACC than the
Why you
SEC.
think
My
the SEC
Wildcats-
network happened?
My
You think that was
Wildcats
by
won
coincidence?
a bowl game.
For the first time?
I'm happy.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm happy for y'all too. We got tired of y'all getting your ass kicked.
So this guy right here, his team sat at home. It is very proud and rooting that.
I'm glad. Don't tell me. I've said many times, I'm glad Kentucky won. Because I'm glad we can finally talk football. I haven't been able to talk to a Kentucky fan about football since my cousin Mikey Benton let
That's
me
some
play.
years.
I don't know what you're talking
Years.
about. I personally talk football every season. I talk football every
You
season.
talk the Colts.
Oh, no, I
You
mean,
talk the Colts.
I talk the Colts. I talk the Wildcats. I
Kentucky
talk.
has
She had a good playoff win, by the way.
They did.
They had a good playoff win.
Kentucky,
Yeah.
we'll get into that.
Yeah,
We're almost there.
Oh, okay.
Kentucky.
See a Charger. You guys continue.
Kids, what Charger? I don't even see a Charger. But Kentucky hasn't had a good football season till this year. I'm proud they finally got one. I got tired of talking football to everybody else but Kentucky fans. Only time I talked to a Kentucky fan about football was when we were talking Alabama.
Right. And
So that was my issue. I'm
all
actually
that
excited
comes up
to
every
talk
time we
football
talk
with
UK
Kentucky
football,
fans.
Alabama. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with
This is
UK
the first.
football.
Kentucky is virgins to talking football.
that's what's
Y'all
up.
don't even know there was other teams outside the SEC. So let's be real. I'm proud y'all can talk football. So when Louisville gets back on track,
Well, we popped that
we
cherry
can
for
talk
y'all.
football. And I want to see, I want y'all to have that same energy next year.
Oh, next year you think you guys are going to be back on track as soon as next
I
year?
think we'll be good enough to beat Kentucky. I'm sorry. You laugh, bro, but y'all have no track record. Y'all have one good season.
That's what's up. That's
Am I
what's
lying?
up. That is what's up.
Am I lying? Y'all
Are
have one
you-
good season in the past 50 years. This is your best season.
This is our best season.
In
It's-
the past 50.
No. I'm sorry. What are we talking right now? We had a great season.
Okay.
This isn't.
No, this is your best. Not the greatest.
Yeah, this is our best.
is the best.
Yeah, this is
in
our
the past
best.
50.
But I want you to understand something. Since Mark Stoops got there, he's either matched or done better
Once
every
again,
season. Matched or
y'all
done
best.
better.
Y'all
Matched
best.
or done
You're
better.
right. Y'all best.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all best.
This is our third ball game in
Y'all
the last
best.
3 years.
The first you won.
I'm
Your
sorry,
best.
I'm sorry. Our third bowl game in the last 3 seasons.
The
So don't
first
talk to
you
me
won.
about having a good
Watch
season.
this. The first you won. Your best.
Okay.
Your best is our regular. This is your best.
It's a regular. What
Yes.
did you guys do this season? How many games did you win this
Yeah.
season?
This is a down year.
I'm sorry.
Down
I'm
year.
sorry. Yeah, you can call it a down year, but
It's a
don't talk
down
to me
year.
about our regulars. No, your regular
Yes,
right now
our
is 2
regular,
games.
No, our regular.
2 games.
Our average over the past 20 years
Is
kills
what?
everything y'all done.
Hold on. Your average is what over the past 20 years?
Our past 20 years is better than anything.
No.
Kentucky has
Your
ever done.
average is what?
Our
Because you
average-
guys have a couple 10-win seasons. No, that's not what the fuck you do every
Or
season.
12.
That's not what you
What's
do
it?
every
Or
season.
the 12-1.
Yeah, we had a 12-1.
Or the 12.
I'm sorry. Let's talk about your seasons.
We can talk about our
You
season.
guys had some good seasons.
So watch
okay,
this.
that's not what you do on a regular.
On the past 20 years.
If
who's
you
had-
have a good season over and over, I think you can say that's on a
Watch
regular
this, though.
basis.
We can
No,
end this
no,
conversation
no,
easy.
no.
Because watch, he ain't going to answer this
Do we
question.
want to match seasons
No,
up?
no, no,
Season
no,
by
no,
season?
He's not
sorry.
gonna- he's not going to answer the question. Over
See,
the
this is what
past,
happens when you got Cardinal fans here.
keep talking.
I'm talking to one guy,
Keep talking.
and somebody over trying to
Because you know what
talk
I'm going to say. That's why you talk.
We can turn up the UK fan
That's
then.
why you're trying to
We can
filibuster.
go
Let
toe
me
to
ask you a
toe.
question.
You keep talking to me. Okay,
Let me
we
ask
had
you
a
a question.
great season.
Keep
We won
going.
a bowl
See, he ain't
game.
gonna let me do it. He
You
know
just
better.
tell me to
He
start.
know
Go toe to
better.
toe.
He know better. He know better.
We can go toe to toe.
In the past
Give him
20
another
years,
UK fan
in
here.
the past 20 years, who's had a better football season? In the past 20 years,
Overall?
who's had a better
Overall?
Thank you. That's all you gotta say. This is the best y'all
But that's
ever
not the
done.
argument.
This is the best
That's
y'all
not the
ever done.
argument.
Yes, it
Bro,
is.
you just said, oh, our best is your regular. That's
It
not
is.
your fucking regular,
It
bro.
is.
It's not.
Our regulars going to bowl games. Our regulars winning bowl games. That's our regular. That's what's up, bro. That's our regular.
That's what's up. So, again, dealing with delusional Cardinal fans,
That's our regular.
your regular is not 10 wins, cuz. It's really not. Okay?
It's 8 and 10, baby. 8 and 10 is the regular, baby.
I'm sorry, that's a big scale right there.
2 wins?
Yeah,
2
it
wins
is.
is a big scale.
It is, because 2 wins is all you got this season.
Oh.
2 wins is all you got this season. So what are you talking about? Yes, that is a big scale.
But
Come
you know
on,
what?
cuz.
This is why I'm happy that y'all got the citrus bowl. Because look,
They get something to talk
look, 'cause
about.
here's
They
the
got something
thing.
to talk
They're going
about.
to raise a banner. They're going to give them
Yeah,
rings.
trash.
Well, look, we don't even give a damn about being Kentucky. We don't make rings when we beat Kentucky. It's supposed to happen. Y'all make
Is it
rings.
supposed to happen?
Look, y'all make
It wasn't-
rings.
It didn't happen this season.
Y'all make rings when you beat Louisville. That's how pathetic your whole football season is. The whole cup, bro. But Kentucky's so pathetic. Y'all had to make rings when y'all beat
So
Lamar
again,
Jackson.
Louisville
Because y'all wasn't
didn't
going to win a bowl
Kentucky
game.
this past season. Louisville didn't go to a bowl game this season.
You're right.
Louisville,
I can't call Louisville the worst team in college football this season.
No, the worst
because
team
they
was
beat 2 teams.
Yeah.
They did beat 2 teams.
The worst team was Western. I can tell you that.
KJ was trash. I ain't gonna lie
I
to you.
will say this. Louisville, they got some feelings right now because they suck so bad and Kentucky did so
We
well.
have no feelings. Y'all didn't even win on New Year's Six Bowl.
See who's yelling right now.
I know.
Sugar Bowl.
We won 2 BCS bowls in the last 15 years.
He's yelling right now.
You're right, but look. Until
We
Yes,
won
they
2
do have
BCS
feelings.
bowls in the last
Until
15 years.
Kentucky fans win a Heisman.
We don't have-
Six
So
Bowl.
Louisville got
Y'all
their first
haven't done
Heisman.
anything.
It's a regular. It's a regular now because they have 1 Heisman one.
One.
It's a regular now.
How many
How
Kentucky
many does
has?
UK have? Yeah.
It's a regular.
I
How
want
many
it
Kentucky
to
has?
count. I want it to
No,
count.
we'll talk. How many Heisman?
I want it to count.
I got 13 of them.
Well, really, name one. Oh, because Benny Snell sure as hell didn't win it. Benny Snell didn't even get to go. When's the last time a Kentucky football player went to the
It
Heisman?
was invited, yeah.
Because we've had Michael Bush, we've had Brian Braun,
Braun,
we've
yeah.
had Lamar Jackson. When's the last time y'all even went?
Had one guy.
When's the last time y'all even went?
Had one guy.
Jared Lorenz didn't even go.
No, he won Super
Tim Couch didn't even go.
Bowl. Won Super Bowl.
So did Brian Braun
Yeah.
with the Ravens.
He was with the Ravens.
Yeah, he got a Super Bowl too. Met the man in person, got the autograph and shit.
Man, oh
Even
man.
better.
No.
Hey,
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Before you fact check it, I bet you $100 that Chris Redmond has a Super Bowl.
He does. Chris Redmond does have one. He does have one.
100 that Chris Redmond got a Super Bowl.
I can guarantee that one. I can
100.
guarantee
I
the
don't
Chris
even know Chris
Redmond.
Redmond.
The Brown one I don't know about though. The Redmond one I can guarantee.
No.
I put 100 on that one.
Okay,
Come on. On the Chris Redmond.
I want to check the Browns Bowl, bro.
Oh yeah, you scared.
On the Brown, I can't back you up on the Brown. I can back you up on the Chris
Brown should have
Redmond.
one too.
On the Redmond, I can back you up 100%. I know Redmond has one.
Cause Chris, I'm gonna tell you how I know Chris Redmond
You
got
can't
one.
argue these guys.
on the Ravens.
Y'all forget the Ravens.
Whatever facts they
He's on the
say.
Ravens.
He's alternate
Him
facts
and my mama in the same Hall of Fame in the Kentucky High School Hall of Fame.
Oh,
They
yeah.
went in the same year. I know Chris Redmond personally. They both went to Hall of Fame. Me and my
Your
mama
mom's in the Hall of
in the
Fame?
Kentucky High School Hall of Fame, yeah.
What sport?
Track.
She was like that?
Yeah.
What happened with you,
Somebody
man?
give me an update on what's happening in this Louisville game.
What happened to this man
We
right
got
here?
4 minutes. We got 4 minutes to time it on 4. We gotta talk a little bit of football first. Isaiah's coach is still still alive. I don't know how.
They survived, man. That game, that was.
Are y'all being serious right now?
They
Hey,
survived
y'all
that
got a good.
game.
Y'all had a good matchup.
Hey, Andrew Luck though, boy, it be slinging
got
that. He be
next,
slinging
though?
that ball, man.
Who do we got next?
Ooh,
I think I
ooh.
got the Chiefs.
Yeah, y'all got the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
And y'all got the Arrowhead
I'll tell you
too,
this,
man.
it's been real.
Y'all got the Arrowhead.
No. I want you to understand this, bro. A lot of people didn't give my coach a chance when we started the season 1-5.
I will
Because
agree.
my Bengals beat y'all. Anybody the Bengals beat, I did not give them a chance. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't give the Ravens a chance.
Lamar, we grew that. I didn't give the Colts a chance because we beat y'all. If you got beat by my Bengals, I knew you was
Y'all
gonna
had a
make
tough
it.
year, too.
I knew you.
My
no,
team did,
no,
too.
bro, we've had a tough life.
My team's had a
16
tough
years.
life.
Who's your team?
Tampa Bay.
Y'all have a Super Bowl. Shut the hell up.
We have a
16
tough
years.
life though.
Sir, 16 years we haven't won a playoff game. I don't want to hear your face.
Y'all need to get rid of Marvin Lewis a long
Thank
time ago.
God.
That was long overdue, man. That was long overdue.
I will say this about my coach. A lot of people hate it.
Y'all suck.
And they saying we're going to lose now, even though we have went, we went 10-1.
Y'all playing
out
the
of our
Chiefs.
last 11 games.
Y'all playing the Chiefs.
We went 10-1 out of our last 11
Patrick
games.
Mahomes. MVP.
Cuz.
He is the MVP to me.
MVP.
You think he's MVP?
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
All right, I will say this.
Who's the MVP over him?
Luck.
The
Once Luck wins
Hell
his game,
no.
Once Luck wins his game on Saturday,
That was the funniest thing I've heard all
Boy,
day.
I thought he got jokes. He's like, got a ball.
Man.
He's like Kevin Hart.
I'm just saying,
taller.
Mahomes is nice. Mahomes is nice. But Mahomes has a great overall team around him. You know what I'm saying? Luck had to bring his boys from the ashes. You know what I'm saying?
Luck gets comeback player of the year. He doesn't get MVP.
He gets comeback
He
player.
gets comeback.
But he sure as hell ain't getting MVP. He's getting over Drew Brees, too.
Oh yeah.
Patrick Mahomes and Drew Brees.
He'll
Andrew
get
Luck.
comeback for sure.
So after Luck beats these boys on Saturday,
They don't give a damn about the
they've
postseason.
already gave out the MVP.
They don't care about the
award.
postseason. I'll tell you that
They've
right
already gave
now.
out the
Say
MVP
that.
award.
when we come here next week, Wednesday, after Luck beats these guys, you know what I'm saying? I want you to have this.
I got $25 y'all lose. $25 y'all lose for the Chiefs. That's easy money.
What's up?
You want a pizza?
Something next week.
Good bet.
I
I'll
got you.
take some Just Pizza, man. I love Just
Yeah,
Pizza,
bro.
man.
Shout out to Pizza Bar.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But yeah, fam, we finna be about it here, dog. It was nice to have my homie KJ back here.
Man, I appreciate being on the show, man.
You don't even want to say
Have
happy
a good
birthday to
time,
the
man.
peoples.
Man, you know, it's Founders Day for the mob, man, right here. So, you know, 105 years
What's
going
up,
strong,
Joshua Nelson?
man.
What's up, TJ?
Shout out to Nelson,
I have way too many Sigma friends.
TJ,
Chaz, 2D, I'm
Jalen,
not gonna.
everybody in the
look at
crew,
that.
man.
Run Louisville.
It's,
Yeah, we're down by 10. That's what
Shout out to
Louisville losing by
BG
10
out here,
right
man.
now.
I have to buy it. Yeah.